In this video, I will go over composition of two functions, domain and range. We are given two functions in mapping format, g and f. They want us to find the domain and range of the composition f composed with g of x. Okay, so if I rewrite this using function notations, it's going to be f of g of x. So remember, we talked about how we must always work from inside out, right? So we will do g first, and then we'll do f next. Okay, so we first evaluate g of x, and then we will plug in those values that we get from g into f. Okay, so let me see if I can create some kind of table to organize this, because they gave me so many numbers. So g first, I'll do x and y, okay, so that I don't get confused. I'll do x and y. If I plug in 2 into g, I will get 0, okay? If I plug in 4, I will get 7. If I plug in 6, I will get 4. If I plug in 7, I will get 9. I think I'm almost done. If I plug in 8, I will get 3. So this is g. What I just wrote down, this table is all g. Okay? Now, what we found as the y values will now go in as the x values. And this time, I am using the mapping for f. I'm going to use the mapping for f. So let me move all those values, all the y values in here. Notice the y values are 0, 7, 4, 3, 9, and 3. Let me just copy those down. 0, 7, 4, 9, and 3. I may get them really close to each other so that you can see. Okay, now I will go ahead and plug in those values in, or follow those x values written in red in my f mapping. So where does 0 go? 0 is going to 5. Write down 5. Okay. Where is 7 going? 7 is going to 1. Where is 4 going? Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Is there 4? 0, 1, 3, 5. There's no 7. I'm sorry, there is no 4 listed in the domain. So guess what? We have to cross this out. This does not exist. That's not going to exist. So I'm going to cross it out. It's gone. All right. The next number that I need to plug in is 9. 9 is going to 1. 9 is going to 1. How about 3? 3 is going to 5. We're done. We're done. So let's write the domain. Domain is all the possible x values. What are all the possible x values? 2, 4, 7, and 8. Let me write down 2, 4, 7, and 8. Let me move this. 2, 4, 7, and 8. Now the range is going to be on the all the way right. 5, 1, 1, and 5. Oh, some of them repeated. So let me just write it as 1 and 5. That's it. Let me type them in. I'm having fun with these. They're different, definitely different, but 2, 4, 7, and 8. Just the key is we need to get rid of the ones that failed on us. For example, that 6, 4, 4, although 4 was in the range of G, 4 did not exist in our domain bubble for F. So that one doesn't get counted. And I click on check. Ta-da, that is good. You want one more? How about we do one more? And if you want another one and more and more and more, you just let me know, email me, I will do more and more and more. But let me do this one this time. And my little table, silly table method, that's just what I do. But whichever method that works for you, you may not have to write so much down as I'm writing. So what do they want this time? They want us to do G composed with F of X. So this time, I need to do G of F of X. So which function do we do first? We have to work with the inside function first. So we're going to do F first, then G next. do F first, and then we're gonna do G next. So let me make my table, X and Y table, and write down the X values for F first. Okay, so this table is for F. Where's F? F has zeros going to, following the order, the arrow, 6. 3 is going to 2. 4 is going to 6. 5 is going to 3. 6 is going to 3. 9 is going to 9. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to do my G table, okay, G. And in G, my X's are these numbers. X's are these numbers. So, some of them repeat, but you know, I'm just gonna list them all. Why not? I'm just gonna list them all. So 6, 2, 6, 3, 3, and 9. I will work with the repetition later, okay? All right, if I plug in 6 into G, what will happen? Let me go to G bubble. G is right here. Is there a 6 in the domain? 0, 2, 3, 7. Nope, there is no 6 listed. So guess what? We're going to have to cross it out. This one doesn't work because there is no 6 in G's bubble. How about the next number 2? Do we see 2 anywhere? Oh, 2 is listed here, and 2 is going to 4. Oh, here the next number is 6 again, but I don't see 6 listed in the domain of G. So I will have to cross this one out. Next one is 3. Do we have 3 in the domains bubble of G? 0, 2, 3. 3 is right here, and 3 is going to what number? 4. The next 2 are also 4, so I'll just write these, but I don't have to write the repetition. So when I write the domain and range, let's go ahead and write them without repetition, okay? So domain is all the values that we plugged in the very beginning, which are 3, 5, 6, and 9. 3, 5, 6, and 9. Well, we did plug in 0 and 4 too, but they never worked because what they gave us did not exist in the domain of G. Now the range is the ones that we got for our final answer. And look, it's all 4. It's all 4. So just going to be 4 for the range. Let me go ahead and type these in. 3, 5, 6, and 9 for the domain. And the range is simply 4. Check. Oh no, something is wrong. I messed up on the domain. What did I do wrong? 3, 5, 6, and 9. 3, 5, 6, and 9. I don't know what I did wrong. I think I did it right. The range is correct, so they are telling me that the domain is incorrect. What did I forget to do? 0 is going to 6, 3 is going to 2, 4 is going to 6, 5 is going to 3, 6 is going to 3, 9 is going to 9. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. I'm sorry about that. I copied the last one wrong. Do you see how 9, this part right here, this 9, I don't know why I wrote 3 earlier, but this should be 9. This should be 9. And I should be figuring out the Y value when when 9 is the input value. But is there 9 here? There's no 9 here. So this one had to be crossed out. I made a mistake. So 9 had to be taken out. So if I take out the 9 and click on check answer one more time, they're gonna say it's correct. Yay! So I'm sorry I made a mistake. I hope that didn't confuse you too much. But because I made a mistake, I'm gonna do another one, okay? I'll click on more practice. Okay, so, it's got more errors. All right, but this one, they want you to find F composed with g of x, which means I need to do f of g of x, which means I need to do g first. Do g first, then f next. Okay, so let me work with g. Let me organize the g in my nice table. G is the one on the left, which has the input values of 0, who is going to 6, 1 is going to 7, 4 is going to 4, and 7 is going to 9, and 9 is going to 2. Okay, so if I now do f, my f values, see, this is where I made mistake on my previous problem. I could not simply copy a number down. 6, 6. This is 7. This is 4. This is 9. You see on the previous one, I did something like this. That was silly. But this number is 2. So these are my numbers that I will try to look up in the axis mapping. So let's start with 6 first. So do they have 6? Oh, yes, they do. 6 is going to 5. What about 7? Do they have 7? Yes, they do. 7 is going to 9. Doing good. What about 4? 4 is going to 5. So far, everything existed. What about 9? 9 is going to 1. What about 2? 2 does not exist. So guess what? We have to cross that out. This one doesn't exist, so I crossed it out. So let's do the domain. Domain is all the numbers that we started with, ended up giving us a valid y value. 0, 1, 4, and 7. And the range is going to be all the y values that we end up getting. 5, 9, 5, and 1. Oh, 5 repeated, so let me just write the 5 ones. 5, 1, and 9 are going to be the range. All right, I'm going to go ahead and type this in. 0, 1, 4, and 7. And the range is going to be 5 and 9 and 1. And go ahead and check. That was correct. I'm having fun, and I feel like the more I do, I'm getting faster at this. But if you got this, if you want to go and try more, you go try more. I'm going to do one more because I feel bad about making a mistake on that second problem. So here's my 4th attempt. These are kind of fun now. So they want me to find g composed with f of x, which means I'm doing g of f of x. I must evaluate f of x first. So do f first. And then g next. Okay, so let me do the f table. X and y. This is for f. F. I think ALEKS tends to put the first function on the left picture. So I have 2 is going to 7. 4 is going to 6. 8 is going to 7, and 9 is going to 5. Okay, now I will do the graph for the mapping for g. And when I do mapping for g, my input values are 7, 6. Noah, I'm gonna need this one. Can you wait, please? I'm on my last one. All right, let's plug in 7 into g. Is there a 7? Yes, 7 is going to 0. Shh. Have to wait 5 minutes. I'm almost done. And next one. 6 is going to 0. 7 is going to 0. Everybody's going to 0. And lastly, 5. Oh, look at that. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. They don't have 5 listed. So guess what? I'm going to go ahead and cross that out. So finally, let's go ahead and write the domain and range. Domain are all the x values that we originally plugged in that survived, 2, 4, and 8. So go ahead and do 2, 4, and 8 for the domain. And the range is all the y values that we ended up getting, 0, 0, 0, so simply 0. I don't know if you realize, but I just kind of came up with this method when I opened up this problem. So hopefully what I tried makes sense. This is how I see this problem. But if you come up with a better way, to organize this, you know, or maybe you can just do the whole thing in your head. But this is how I will approach this problem. And that was it. So I will stop this video. I will go ahead and share this to students who ask me a question on this. But if you want me to do more, we can talk about this during class too, okay? Okay? All right, I'm gonna stop this video now.